I don't see any point in waiting. Let me just turn down the music. We'll get going. Okay. I'm surprised I'm streaming today, but we're here. And we're going forward. I am going to clean up this MR, merge it, get it, and then I want a clean MR for redoing the database because we're not doing it right. Like, not at all. We want to keep this one. What is the keep? Reword. R. So let's... F. Okay. Sorry, I'm setting up a macro to do this. Okay. What's 7 minus 13? It's... Well, technically it's 6 minus 12. 6 minus 23 should be 17. Haha! So this would be side by side. So what I want this to say is we're fixing. So what this MR will do, it will load. I'm calling it chunk up, not chump. Chunk up chat. And write to DB. Not MR. In this PR, we are connecting to the Supabase vector database. We are storing all of Twitch chat, and we are storing the responses that the LLM makes. Cool. Okay, I'm going to authorize that. Nope. We have a lot. I clean that. Just make sure this passes. This should pass, so I'm good. We'll wait. We'll make sure this passes, and then we'll merge, and then we will be able to restart. Not anything major. Can you append to an array? So let's go Postgres, because that would be better. Vector DB append to. Oh, so you can append to an array. Okay, so the goal is that this stuff ends up being decent embeddings. Oh, before we do this though, okay. So I guess the goal, like, I'll just explain it real quick. For content, we want to be able to inject context in essentially two ways. Three ways. We want to have a record of the conversation. So basically a record of which Twitch chat is. We want to be able to have high level, not high level, but basically user set commands, for better words. So you know how we normally have commands that are like, this is a code I'm working on today, or these are my links, or like, this is my dot files. Essentially, I want those to be embeddings that if somebody asks a relevant question, the LLM bot would be, the bot would be able to respond appropriately. So that's kind of it. And then the last one would be what people talk about in the channel, right? So like if I'm a Go streamer, I don't want it to think that my Twitch chat is essentially about Valorant or Fortnite or other things that happen on Twitch. I want it to be very much like related to software. So that's my thought. So if I have at least the history of my chat, it would know kind of what we talk about. So that's kind of what I'm thinking we would be able to do with like these embeddings. So if I have a vector database, I'd be able to configure that. Obviously, some of them are going to be different. Also, this is the book LLMs in Production. Good book. But the thing I want to do first, before we do any of, well, we'll do this first. But there's also just straight up in my model, like it's not using cache tokens or system tokens, and that should, this in my opinion would be the better way for injecting hi pups. The at least the relevant chat, like what's just happening. So I'm getting distracted, but we'll go. Because if that's just a file on disk, then that would be ideal. I knew that they had that in LangChain. I want to add that to langchanigo. Dang it. They have a docs page somewhere, right? No, not there. Oh, I don't have a GPU. N is the number of threads. We know how to add a model. LLM Vim. This lets you basically replace Copilot with your own. That's kind of cool. That would be a fun project. Yeah, they're using a cache file. How do they run that? They'd use a prompt cache. So if that's the way they do it, then essentially I'm doing it fine. Okay. I'll just do it my way then. Alright, we're back to... Shouldn't you be posting in chat? Oh, I guess I broke it. That's fine. We'll just let it be broken for a minute. Well, I'll clean it up in my code. Oh, it shouldn't be equal to, it should be contains. Does not contains. So this would be strings.contains. No, it's not. Poor babies. Yeah, so it'd be strings contains error, and then no messages found. This returns a Boolean, I believe. Just straight up, it should return only a Boolean. Perfect. So if it contains no messages found, sorry, this one is not contains. We should do this. No, I'm redoing this. Sorry, I'm redoing it as a switch. I said I wanted to do a switch. So... So if error is nil, yep. Now this is just going to be the, no. If the case, this is strings dot contains error no message, we'll do this. We'll delete that. And then we'll have a default, which will just log the error. Cool. I'm gonna need to... Okay, that's the first thing. Invalid case? What does that say? Oh yeah. Sorry. This needs to just be a switch.
Okay, which home? Bedroom or mi casa?
Oh, I don't know what you want. Sorry. So, here we go. This is a weird error handling, but it's fine. Did that run? Because if it... Okay, it passed. Let's push this up and we'll be done. Prompt is never used. Oh. Now it is. If we put continue here, I'm pretty sure we want every case it to just log unless it contains that or it's empty. This is weird error handling. But basically, this function needs to be redone at some point, so. I know I'm behind. Okay, we are going to rebase and merge. Push that. And now we can redo the database. Let's do it. So this is Mariah, and then we're going to write as write array. That's what we'll call it. Database migrations. So this is up. It should say if not exists. I'm gonna actually drop this table. We shouldn't have anything in Twitch chat prompts, I believe. Perfect. Yeah, we don't have anything in Twitch chat prompts. So we can just drop this. Oh, no. That's not what I want to do. I want to go goose. And we just want to go down one. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. What does down? It's drop table. Okay, cool. Now we're on that. I can redo it. Let's create if not exists. I didn't do it on that one either. I think I did all these wrong. I'm pretty sure it's if exists first. Okay, so it is after table. So this is, yes, we do want that, but we also want a start time and an end time. So this would be time, Twitch, chat, prompt startup. Yep. Cool. And the reason I like this is because now I can actually get meaningful data from them. No, I don't want this. I want responses. Nope. I want to have chat prompt ID. And I don't want this to be chat response. I want this to be... And then the other thing we need to have is the model name. Because I'm going to get to the point where I start like testing models. And so if I can test, like, when I want to test how basically effective certain models are at responding with my embeddings. And if I have a historical set of tests and responses based on models, I essentially can build a script and run tests against it. So that I don't have to have, it seems to me like a good idea. Right? Yeah, but we're just having a chill Saturday stream. Okay. And so this one is not... it's references, right? And by using foreign key, it'll already, there, so far, the only thing I need Okay, it's references the table and then the column. So with this. And what if there's a way to set up Postgres to have UUIDs, I think. But I really don't care that much. Serial is more than sufficient for Mariah. Especially since I already dropped the table. So we have a model name that's being hard-coded. Responses. This is self-descriptive as a foreign key. At least in Postgres. I don't really care about how long it takes to respond. Is there any value to storing any of the parameters I'm doing? I don't know. And then we need to have a second drop table. What's this? And instead of calling it Twitch chat prompts, let's just call it chat prompts. Okay. I'm not gonna drop any tables yet. We'll drop those in a sequential migration, so I can move the data over in some form of meaningful way. Sorry. React Rally! Is Jameson doing it again? React Rally's a fun thing. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and we have a message and so we have insert message and we have insert chat history. Are we calling this? Query history is fine. Are we calling this? No. Sorry. So I'm gonna call this insert chat history is technically fine. This is into chat prompts. We're going to be putting chats, start time, end time. With values. And we're probably going to want a duration here. Nope, we're just going to put the start time and the end time as variables. And we're not even gonna, and then created at is a default, so who cares? I don't have to do that, and so we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, 2, 3. So we'll have messages, start time and end time. That sounds cool. And then we're basically going to make this be a useless function. This will go into types. And then, okay, so write that. Let's go ahead and edit database responses. So we have insert response. Let's do function Postgres. Insert all responses. Yep, SLM content response is fine. We're no longer going to put the is used, because that's just going to always be the first one in the array. And so now we're not going to range over it. But, oh yeah, I have model name on there as a thing. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Because I have to return. Interesting. I'm going to have to somehow pass a chat ID here. And the question is, how do we get the chat ID? Well, we're going to have to literally return. We're going to have to do a generated ID outside the system. So now we can do that. We don't need to do a for responses. We just need a query. Model name response stop reason. No, we're not doing a stop reason. Oh, we have that. I forgot. That's part of the content response. We don't have a was successful though. So for, oh yes. Ooh. How do we do this? So we have this thing called choice content. So we have content stop reason, generation info, func call, and tools. So in my opinion, these are both super valuable. So what I want to be making essentially is a thing of responses, and then I think I want to have stop reason array. So then here, before I do the query, I'll just do a quick little cleanup. Oh my gosh. So I have that query, but we'll do this before. So we'll do for we'll make 2 slices of string. We'll have this be responses. Nope. Oh. We'll call it text. Equals a slice of string. And then, nope, we'll have a stop reason, a slice of string. As long as we don't make any, no. Oh, this is fun. And this should be on choices. So this would be, yeah, we'll call it choice. Oh, and I can still, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna append to text choice.content. We're gonna append to stop reason choice.stop reason. And then here we'll have responses and we'll have stop reasons plural. And when we do our insert, we'll do our query. We'll have the model name, the responses, and the stop reasons. The other thing we need to have here is the Twitch chat ID. And so that would be 4. That would be chat ID. Since the ID, what do you mean? Database 27. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I need to pick a UUID package, so if anybody doesn't mind, I'm going to turn chat off. Makes it easier to read. This one is the other one. How many stars are on this one's GitHub? No. Oh, this one had 101.5. And this one had 5K. We're using this one. Right? It's pretty much a no-brainer. And there should be some kind of a new UUID. Right? And I only need it to be a string. It can be a string, that's fine. UUID.new, there's a new function? It didn't look like there was a new function. It looked like this was a new function. So, sorry. About to sneeze. I have one viewer. Oh, looks like people are writing software. That means I need to share on the social media that I'm streaming. So it actually searches for X. There we go. I don't want this one. Oh, I wanted, where was the go get package? I got distracted from doing that a long time ago. I want this one. Cool. So we'll have a function here that will be called get UUID. I don't think that's a function in this one. Yeah, usually you just use this to scan. Okay, so I can just do UUID new, and that's fine. Okay. And so here, I'm going to return chat ID, and this would be UUID.UUID. Which means now we have 5. Oh, we don't have a username anymore. So I can get rid of that. So I don't actually have 5. And I don't have a username. Mixed name and unnamed parameter. Oh, that's because I'm not doing that. Okay, so here when we return, we'll just return a UUID dot UU empty. I believe it's just UID. Correct? Is that how the typing works? Nope, that's not how the typing works. It is all capital. And so here, we're going to want to have a chat ID, UU ID, UU ID. And then before chats, we'll put in, we don't need that there. Okay. Oh, I put this on the wrong stinking one. We don't need any of that in this one. We need it on this one. Huh. ID. And this one does need 4. And that is ID, not is. And then we'll return There we go. What do you mean we're missing a comma for a loop line on line 60? That must mean something's missing over here. We're missing one here. Cool. So now for database response, we have the UUID that we pass over. So here, I'm gonna actually do this. There should be no UUID there. Okay. Response.choices is undefined. What do you mean? Oh, it's because it's not a slice of content response. It's literally like the one above. Choice. Not a thing. Error is declared and not used. It is not used. Okay. This doesn't change. And this also doesn't change. What changes is get message history. I want get message history to no longer query. So I'm thinking about how we're going to store this, because essentially I want it to live in memory until we write. So how do we want to do that? There's a couple of ways. One way can be using a global variable, which global variables are funny because we're using a couple of Go routines, so they're going to be kind of funny. The other option, which I liked better, I would like to store it on the client. But that's kind of like a Mariah thing to do. If that makes sense. I tend to prefer to store things on the client that need to be saved across. So I don't want this here. Oh, stinky boy. Oh, I do have an LLM client. Perfect. So I can do it that way. My dog just gasped on me. So what I want this to be is to be chat history. And just to be a slice, and I don't actually want it to be strings. I want it to be the full LLM message content, right? Okay. And so here, instead of adding it to the, I go irc.llm dot not handle message dot message history. And I will be doing an append. And yes. These will all be private messages. We're still gonna do some formatting to it. That's what I want. We're also gonna, sorry. This makes it just slightly a little bit more readable. And we should just be able to append that. And then, not here. But essentially, when I do get message history, now I don't need this. Well, I do need this. Then I'm going to flush that. So we'll go over here. No messages found. Oh yeah, that's there. If length of c dot message history equals 0, we'll do that. If not, nope, we don't need that either. We also don't need the duration. Oh yeah, we do. We're going to write to the database. Insert chat history. Okay. Well, actually, let's just do this. Let's call this insert message history. And then we'll go over here and we'll have a last chat ID, which would be a UUID. That'll work. That's not what I want. There we go. So what this is going to do is it's going to insert if error equals nil. Failed to insert chat history. We don't clean it. And we'll do message history equals an empty slice of LLM content. And we'll say LLM dot equals chat ID. Okay. So then when we do a prompt with chat, instead of get message history, we don't do that. We have c dot message history, We don't print the response. We insert message history. It's called insert chat history, right? And insert chat history gets messages, start time, and time. No. Oh, okay, so I don't actually do that. I don't call this. I just call clear message history. That's all I do with the interval. Okay. I need to do something about that interval, but we already know. What do you mean? Expected declaration. Hey, there we go. Let's make a stop words constant. And so we're always using the same stop words. Expected declaration on line 11. Yeah, we have a lot of them. 52. Oh, we need this. Hey, Lulu. Lulu came to say hello. Hi, Lulu. Okay, so on the must, I do it wrong. Okay, we do have some issues. I thought we would. First one. Oh, with stop words is the function. Duh. Yes. That's what I actually want. What do you mean? You have to have, that's, like, that's what I thought. Oh. This isn't right. This isn't what it wants. So I thought, okay. Why is go constant? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it should detect it. So what's the big deal? Oh, it can't be a constant because it's a slice? Well, that's dumb. Message history is undefined, well, then it must be lowercase. No, it's not. Oh, it's called chat history. Gotcha. Too many return values because I made this be singular again. Message history is declared and not used. That's correct. Because I decided I wasn't going to use it again. Cannot use chat history as a slice of string argument. That is true. That means that that's not the correct type. What is the correct type? It is message content. It's the parts. Wait. I don't need to do sprint F. I can literally just do this. That doesn't... Parts is just a slice of string. And content part is text part. Oh, it's literally just... Oh, that's fun. So here... Yes. But what we need to go is over message history parts. That is what we need to do. I know. No, that's not what I want to do. Chat history. But instead of that, I just want to do parts. That's it. I know that's an interface, but it's... This interface. So that's where we're at. No, this isn't chat history. This is just history. I know. Problem is I don't want to do 4... Like, that's what it wants me to do. And part.text is not a thing. Because this is an interface. We have an is part. So whatever happens to be fulfilling that interface is what's going to be there. So it could be a binary content, which it probably is. Which means it'll be much easier to write to the database before we do this. Oh. Is my mic not even working? Oh, my mic's working. The light for my mic is not working, but the mic's working. Okay. Well, so here we're at. I need to append this to the array. So straight up, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it out of that is a nice, easy way. So here in the handle message, I need to add it to message history, and erase message history is still the same. But instead of writing an entire array at once, I need to have a function in the database. Like this is fine. And then I also need to have a function irc.db.insert, and instead of insert, we'll call it append. Chat history. And we'll add the LLM chat ID. And then we'll add IR, and then we'll add the message. Yeah, just like that. That should be everything we need there. And so that means that duration okay, I'm gonna kill this part. I need to make a new. I don't need to, I don't even need to do this. I just need to do this. This is it. This is fine. We can wrap this. I don't care. I hope that I made that capital, because it now needs to be exported. And this, we're calling the IRCDB, so it's fine. Everything's internal, so we're all fine here. We'll have to clean this up a ton. So this insert chat history, we're going to change to append chat history. Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. Maybe we add this to the Postgres. Yeah, well, they both should be unused. Duration. We'll get there. So here, when we append chat history, I want a chat ID. I want which is a time.time. And I want an duration. So now this is an insert on conflict. We're not updating any of those. So we're going to update the chats with 2, which I agree to. This is just a single message. So let's go back to how did the appending of the array. So we should be able to take the array, chats, do this. Right? Oh, that... Yeah, with the function. Or the operator. So we want the array, and then we want the operator and the new message. Right? So here on update, we would want on chats, because chats are that. We don't want to set chats equal to that. We want to do chats that, like the operator. But do we need to use a set? I don't think so. Oh, we probably do. Unnest array, trim array. Actually, I'm just going to do, instead of set, I'm going to do array append. Okay. String lateral, not term. What? Oh yeah, sorry. This needs to be a string literal now. New variable. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to figure out that UUID thing. Oh, well, we'll just do it on handle message. And we'll just move generate UUID to the other one. I mean, not here, but here. There we go. End time is, so this would be add a negative duration. Like that. Chat ID is a string. Oh, it is currently. And we're not returning that anymore. We just return an error. Error F doesn't have the side effects. Isn't this disgusting? $43. This is now capitalized because it's accessible somewhere else. Clear message is lowercase with no interval. Okay. It's called last chat ID. It doesn't have the last chat ID. Oh, it should. Oh, yeah. And there's not an end time. It is duration, right? Oh, did I throw these? on to the database. Hey, the Code Savage. It should make you nervous. 100%. It should make you nervous. The code, I can't say anything, but besides the context.backgrounds are temporary. There's a lot of work to make this actually work right. Oh yeah. If you don't, that's context.background is scary. Kiss a Joe. Thanks, Kiss. Thanks for following. Glad to have you here. I definitely would not say, hey, do this in production. But I am so far away from real production. I am still on the... What the F are you doing with your life? Do you like my bot? I have it running every minute now. Instead of responding to everything, and it looks at historical chats. So I've made some decent progress here. So, append all chats, chat history, message, start time, and duration. But I decided I was going to throw the duration on somewhere. Okay. I need to take these off of here. Because they should be... I don't like that either, but currently this is where I have the reset set up. Right? At least I did. Yeah, I chat. Where did chat history's right there. Okay, UUID. So I need these. Let's go over here. I think we're gonna move this. I don't know. It feels like this feels like it should be live somewhere else. I know. I should do that, but it's IRC. That's it. It has... Oh, it does too. I just didn't save it. This all just feels a little weird. Ugh. I'm running into the problem. This is the problem I'm currently having. There's a concept code that can fit in your head. So basically, whatever you're working on, you should be able to conceptualize the entirety of it from stop to finish in your head. And I do not have a good grasp of that currently. So I'm kind of just like brute forcing it a little bit. Okay, I don't know what this is. But it's definitely not everything that can not a fit in the head problem. Okay. And that's why. So I think there is going to be some value in in that, right? In documenting the flow a little bit. Mr. Demon Wolf! I'm not actually deleting any tables when I say nuke the database. I'm definitely, going to be, so I'm just adding additional tables and writing to new tables. I'm not deleting anything yet. So, and then I'll just move the historical data over. Right now, the only thing I have in my database is Twitch chat history. And I'm just trying to make Twitch chat history, instead of being... Well, right now it's relational. I just want to be able to throw it into arrays. Oh, she loves her headphones. Anyway, so I'm not deleting anything yet. Hats off. Well, thank you. I actually don't have a hat on. So there you go. But it's still running good. And that's still, everything's still doing good. It hasn't crashed yet. What the heck? No. Bad bot. Bad bot. How do I tell it not to do that? I don't know what the bot is doing. There is somewhere on here where you can add words. Okay, why the heck does it think that's an appropriate response? Okay, so you're awesome now, as you can tell. So apparently it can go from 0 to try whatever you want. Try it. That works with me. Try whatever you want. I'm really interested to see what it says back. But you sidetracked me from what I was looking at. Oh yeah, there's a way to like add things in here about like words you don't want, things you don't want to say. So we'll have to add rules for that back here. So it looks like it sent it to you, and because it has more than one message to respond to, it might take a minute. See? There you go. That's all it could say. Oh, it's such a crude app. Such a crude app. But I love it. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. We'll make it nice late eventually. I think I had some. Does it know? Did I inject the context into it that it's talking to Twitch? Oh, I need to do that. Sorry. Well, I'm writing code and I have like 0 ways of verifying it currently. Aww. My sentient being's apologizing. I feel like I am creating. I don't feel like I'm giving birth, but I do feel like I'm creating life a little bit. So, I wonder if instead of saying it was sent by a human, okay, that is what I'm supposed to do. I just don't want to get to the point where I have to apologize for the crudeness of my. See, I'm telling it to be kind now. So now I'll restart it. What do you mean? Ineffective field assignments? What do you mean it's an ineffective field assignment? This is supposed to reset it. So I think it's fine. Right? Okay, let's add some docs. Okay. The other thing that's not running is prompt client without chat. So I'm sorry, Mr. Demon Wolf. I hope that it didn't offend you in any way. This is still a work in progress. I appreciate you and everything that you are. And for reminding me not to do anything stupid in production. The other thing, I've got to figure out how to embed things like that are relevant to that day's stream. That's the other thing that I haven't quite figured out yet. What this should do, I should just use send single chat here. But I don't think I'm actually using that anymore. Handle chat. Receives. This is me. Again, I don't have a good grasp of what's going on in my head. So I'm trying to do that. I want to add flags for that. I'm not saying that anybody should be able to use it, but I have to figure out how to use this somewhere too. Cool. So the biggest things that I've changed here are how we connect to the database. So what we should test, if we were going to write tests, this can just be lowercase g. Actually, we can delete this function. See, look, here's another context.background we need to fix. Let's go ahead and do that. I forget how cancel functions are used. With the new done channel, the returned context done channel is closed when the return cancel function is called. Can you pass a function to the afterfunct? Does the afterfunct always run if a context.done is there? Okay. I don't have a use for that right now. But I do have a use for like every single one of these things. I wonder if it's worth... Has anybody ever seen the pattern, like, of adding a context to the struct? Like doing this? So that way, if I ever need a context, like here, I would take a new Postgres and I would do a context. Right, and so then I would pass it here. So then when I do this, this would literally be p.context. That's not really how I don't like that. I would much rather do this. Right? But yes. I don't think I actually did this in all the functions. So here, not there, here I should be passing context. Also, I'm surprised it's not a thing there. Right? Sometimes it takes more than 10 seconds, so I'm not going to actually do 10 seconds. Let's do 30. Okay, so this handle chat is supposed to have a thing here. Now, if I remember right, handle chat is called on Twitch connection. Here. And connect IRC doesn't actually have a... oh, there we go. I can call this, because this is just a long-running function. Here. All I have to do is call it after that, and we're good. Which we do right there. And so I can add a context here. There you go, Savage Coder. We've done it all. Ooh, signal notify context. That's a good one. That's the other thing that you remind me of. At some time, I want to do. Figure out how to leverage OF signal to, because I mean, not that I'm shutting it down wrong, I just, we have that channel there, and so in case there's a, my Twitch becomes super viral and I have a backlog of messages, I just want to make sure they all get written to the database. I could care less, like, about the responses. I just don't want to lose data if possible. Do we use our weight group here? No, we don't use the weight group here. We use the weight group here. Yep. Okay, good. This is, I want you to know that this is not the only channel we're using. This is just, and now that I honestly, instead of sending it to the channel, since this is already in a Go routine, I could probably do message here. Of the type private message. Let's do that. I think we can get rid of the channel. That would make my life easier. And like, if order matters, we can add a timestamp. Because then I can get rid of this gross for loop. Which would be so nice. So instead of doing this, what we're going to do, we're going to call that. So this means I no longer have the context, but we can just have that be, what, 10 seconds? Yep, that should work. We no longer need that. We no longer need that. And we also don't need this. Oh. Let's go over here. I don't need, yep, that's right. Or do you, huh? Cannot use context timed out duration. I'm doing something wrong on line 43. Generate content. Oh. Also on line 54. Oh yeah, well that was the wrong type. Cool. And then the other to-do we want to add here is should we return the first choice? Like, should we make that a little bit more? I still don't like how it calls it an ineffective assignment. I'm resetting things. What do you want from me? Oh my gosh, is it Guy Ginovsky? Thanks for following. Glad to have you here. What brings you to the channel? Are you are you interested in Go? That's usually what brings people here. I'm just curious. Hmm? Oh, I don't want that. Database connect Postgres. We're not using this anymore because that's a dumb thing. I think I've seen it before, but it doesn't make any sense. Because the point of context is to pass things through functions. Oh, I don't have that as a MR. Now I do. Not good. We're passing context everywhere. We weren't using this. I'm glad we got rid of that channel. That feels really nice. I wonder if we're going to have any race conditions with this, though. So we're using this array append thing. The problem being, it shouldn't allow me to operate on the same row twice. Like, it should... Yeah, I don't think... The one thing with the channel that was nice... The one thing with the channel that was nice is that... Where's my thing? The one thing with the channel that was nice is that this one, it doesn't need to be a go routine anymore now that we've handled this synchronously. So it was, previously it was different. So yes, you're correct. The issue though, I don't have an IRC logger. I'm saying I got rid of the channel. The thing that I'm worried about... What do you mean by an orphan go routine? The thing that I'm worried about is that these handle messages, now that we aren't using the go routine to enforce basically... The reason I had the go routine there was essentially to enforce order. High fives! How you doing? Savage is on fire. Yeah, 5 shot. We're doing good. Okay, so back to my train of thought. Is if these are being handled in parallel, which is I think how this not this function, not the handle chat function, but the this function. So we have this function called onPrivateMessage that gets called. So every time a message is called, it's going to run the function. So if I get a ton of messages, right? I'm going to have a ton of database rights. And that's why I was using the channel, was to kind of force it to be a singular action. But the database should be able to handle more, because it's not like I'm just appending rows to the end of it either. In append chat, I'm operating on a row. And so that's why I don't want... I feel like I'm setting myself up for a race condition here. And that's what I don't want. So I feel like I should add that back. Obviously, oh, I'm doing a thumbs down. Am I publishing VODs? They're on YouTube. I don't think they don't auto-publish to Twitch, but they do auto on the YouTube. I can go publish the VOD from yesterday. And this would be today's. So now I'm auto-publishing VODs. But they go to YouTube. I don't think I have a... Do I have a command for YouTube? There you go. That's where they go. What's a race condition? It's a good question. So race condition is when more than one thread tries to access the same memory at the same time. So if I wrote a variable called name, essentially, and I had two functions. I had a function that says make name and then one that says update name. I wouldn't want to call update name. Well, I could call as many times as I want. Basically, I wouldn't want to have multiple threads calling update this name at the same. I wouldn't want to have multiple threads updating the same name at the same time. You would use a mutex to lock it. For that case. We will need, speaking of, we would need to do a mutex here. And if I had a mutex lock here and I deferred the unlock to the very end, that would take care of my problem, correct? I think we should do that. And that needs to be something that is carried across. So the weight group I'm using, the weight group one day you'll understand what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I feel like, I guess, you want to know how race conditions work? Ouch. Oh, okay. So if you've ever gone and reached for something, right? Like just on a table, you put your hand, you go and try and reach for a cookie on a plate. If you go by yourself and reach it and take it, then you're good. But if somebody else comes and reaches for the cookie at the same time as you, that's a race condition. And your hands touch and the sparks fly, that's a race condition. Not using this. Well, I am, but this needs to be... it is also called catching feelings. No, the weight group is fine. Is there an actual function called new mutex? That's what I thought. So here, we'll do IRC. This should take care of it. I no longer need... The mutex will stop the concurrency. As long as it defers here, as long as the mutex unlock is run here, we should be fine. Okay, so this is a big rewrite. Should we test it? If we're gonna test it, I'm going to not publish anything. So typically what I do to not publish anything is I just do this. Oh, I have to. The only thing I need to comment out is I need to comment out this. I need to comment out this. So now, prompt is declared a not used. That is correct. Instead of that, we're just going to log prompt. And we're going to log prompt. Even though it shouldn't be prompt, it should be message. Okay, you ready to test? Let's source the secret just in case. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Database, migrations, 03. Oh, that's because Twitch chat prompts is not a thing. Forgot to change the name here. Oh, and I forgot the second P. Next thing we need to do is we need to capture my audio. Why can't it be implemented? Oh, because it's a UUID, silly. There we go. Okay. So we started doing this yesterday. I really like the idea of running a prediction. So the prediction is, will the chatbot respond? So that's just printing to standard out. Or will it crash and burn? 2 minutes on the clock. Spend your channel points. Let me know. You can redeem the channel point for fun things. You can make me change my text editor. You can make me take my hat off. I'm willing. Standing up is one of them. So, go ahead and use your channel points. We need to make up a fun name for them, right? Like, you know how Dogecoin was a thing? It should be like Gofcoin or Pete Coin, Peter coin. Pete pesos. No messages found in history. That's a lie. Something like that. If you have any ideas, let me know. Pete points. I think Point Crow calls them PP, right? We could call them puntas extras. That'd be extra points. Oh, we should call them Pete Puntas. That's a good one. We'll call them puntas. Will the chat bot respond? I think I have it running 5 minutes, so we have a couple more minutes. Let's go change channel points to puntas while we're at it. Where's channel points? Channel points. That way they're Pete's puntas. And let's change. Ooh, we need a new one for that, huh? I had a coin somewhere. But I think those are actually hiding. Oh, that's good. I don't remember where I put those. We'll figure it out later. Okay, let's go see. Message history not found. Starting prompt loop. Oh, we're still not at 5 minutes. We're at 4 minutes. And what was our poll? How do we go check the poll? You go to manage polls. Oh, manage predictions. Choose outcome. So I get to choose what happens. Failed to generate response. Oh, you want to know why it failed to generate a response? Because I'm not running this. There we go. We have to wait 5 more minutes. It's fine. That means it crashed and burned. Crashed and burned. Boo! Okay, let's do it again. Okay, you got 5 minutes to predict. Go. Let's see how we've been doing on our data so far. I like how I have 15 tables. that big Twitch chat. I have Twitch chat prompts, bot responses, bot response. Somebody needs to go delete all this extra garbage, which I will. I will delete it. That's why we're going to nuke the database. Right? That's the whole point of nuking the database. So, what are the cables we're actually using? Oh, we'll refresh that. What are the tables we're actually using? Oh, chat prompts is one of them. And bot responses is the other one. So we don't need Twitch chat prompts, which I thought I did a goose down and deleted. So, I thought I did. Bot response. Oh, but bot response has stuff in it, so that's a good thing. Twitch prompts we can delete. Let's see what's in bot responses, should we? Oh my gosh. Matthew is a PhD student at the University of Pitt. Who the heck is this? Can I copy all cell content? Okay. Was this like a default thing? Matthew is a PhD student. Who the heck is Matthew? And quantum machine learning? Of quantum computing stack exchange? QC coder? QC Sudoku? What the heck? Oh, it failed again. Deadline exceeded? Okay. So I think we need longer than 30 seconds. We gotta crash and burn. Let's make it 2 minutes. I should have made it 1 minute again for testing. let's do that. This music's got some Postal Service vibes. Okay, so we're starting loop. Let's go fix our predictions. Crash and burn. Let's do another one. You have a 1 minute submission period. Oh. 1 minute. Starting now. If you're interested to see any results my bot has created, they're all in Discord. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? It worked, but why is it talking? This is not helpful. I thought that 500 limit, that 500 limit must not be characters. I thought it was 500 characters. Max length. The maximum length of generated text. Max number of tokens to generate. Yeah, well, no wonder it's giving answers like the, because it's straight up publishing that. So let's put the max length down to 50, so it can't give me a 500-word essay. Now let's go see if the database stuff worked. Okay. That poll was a success. Choose outcome. Yes, it worked. Good job, guys. Let's go see if the database works. Okay, so we're going to actually, not from bot response, but from bot responses. That explained why it talked about Matthew the PhD. What do you mean? Oh, well, sometimes... Wait. Now we have more rows in bot response. Oh yeah, okay, straight up. Was successful, we're gonna get rid of. So, bot response is where it's putting it, not bot responses. That means we can get rid of this. Shouldn't we have a chat prompt, though? Why didn't it write to chat prompts? Okay, now we should have more. Right? We should have one more. Oh, it's... writing a blank. I wonder if that's the chat. I wonder if it's writing to the wrong place. Insert append history. Chat prompt. Chat prompts. And I just have that. That's... that wasn't running anything. We can inline this. We want it to write to prompts, correct? Prompts is the one that we have hanging out over here, right? It's prompts, not prompt. Okay, and then the other one we need to see, is it responses or response? It's responses. So that means I am writing to response. Oh, I don't care about this one. Oh, I shouldn't be calling this. That's probably another reason. I'm still insert response. Should be insert all responses. So we want this to be the chat ID. Okay, I need to go after this, so we'll give this one more good run, and then we'll raid somebody. So while we're doing that, let's see who's up. We've got Spyrodon, CM Griffing, Lazy Middle. So let's go ahead, get a poll going for who we will raid. No, I don't care about that. Lazy Middle streams in Spanish, but they did follow me. Okay. Starting poll now. Okay, that's all we need. And then the responses. Last chat ID. Oh, it shouldn't be an int either. It should be a UUID. I like how I just clog up my own chat. The past 4 chat messages have been from me. And notice this sucker don't care. Sometimes it just like disconnects and dies. So I think that's what it's doing when it's printing this pointer. See? It exploded. Okay, so we printed out again. What the heck? Our story? Well, it can't append the array, but there's something wrong. That's what we'll need to figure out next time. For sure. How's that raid poll going? Nobody cares? Why is it generating things so long? I've got to figure out the whole link thing. But, okay, we can still check. Did it publish to the right database, though? No, it's still publishing to bot response. Okay. We will probably just leave it at this. Let me go ahead. Okay, thanks guys for hanging out on a Saturday. It's not my normal day. We'll be back next week. And I hope I see you again. So, oh, the target channel has disabled raids. Oh, you've also disabled raids? I had... Yesterday, So, yesterday I tried to raid somebody. And it did not work. Yesterday I didn't raid anybody because I exited out too early. Anyway, you guys have fun and we'll see you later.